the retake should be a lot harder. And then for FUT, they're just going to be lurking like mad. So yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting. Both of these comps have like a big weakness, so we should see some good mind games here.
We've got to see something early on, and unfortunately, it potentially now comes at the cost of FUT, which is another team that personally I want to do very well with the standard they've set for themselves. Yes. But there's, I mean, it's a similar sort of discussion that we're having about Heretics, Carmine Core. We're now putting Team Liquid in that same category.
We need to see growth, right? That is what we are looking for here, is that ability to step up, start growing, show some of that.
Sometimes you can just change up one element that works well. Like this change up from FUT, they would have been able to, like honestly this change up from FUT in my mind is like a plug and play. It actually would work with just no practice, but in theory they've had like a day in between to actually do that, so we'll see. But I think this is very smart. But again, they have no way to re-clear. So pushing C and maybe the one way over towards C is really strong, and then Liquid pushing A a lot of the time is really strong because they struggle to get map control back. And again, in terms of Liquid, with this wall, it's not the best wall for Sentinel. But yeah, stuff like this is going to work well, right? Look at this lovely pistol. They go over towards B, they have double wall, double block off vision, and they can just get everywhere.
He's in a lot of trouble here, and all this attention is being drawn towards Kiwi.
Nicely handled. They three-person pinched over towards this. Yampi has to try kill one. Cracks 10 HP. I thought this pistol was pretty cool from FUT, but I thought the reaction was really good from Liquid.
Down the site, and the trades go back and forth. Now, favorable still a little, I would say, with the damage done towards Cracks in Liquid's favor.
Keep an eye on the Omen flanking from here. They've had no pressure, so. Oh, nice shot from Mr. Fallon.
And the reposition is key here, and that's got to be on red alert for this. Walks into it.
Oh, nicely done from Mr. Fallon. That was great. Nice shot over towards Redgar. And then good decision to get in front of the wall.
He was one of the headlight stars, at least in my mind, when it came to this map. It wasn't actually.
What value does Neon provide with other duelists? First of all, fast rotates. The wall over towards B, like you saw, is really good, but the main thing for it is on defense, doing like a stun, like similar to this, and getting close is really nice. So it kind of fills the void of what maybe a breach would be doing.
Fantastic work from FUT Esports to even capitalize on that pressure created. Kiwi actually had a couple of options there. Could have even committed to that full wrap.
Chat, I can put the casters up all the way to max. Do you want it? Yeah.
Sheriff in hand, gonna look
it might help a little bit.
Sharp to it. The start of this game, though. Definitely a head-to-head.
No.
Look towards. This map
Yeah, but I think you can still hear me on top. I think it's fine.
We have a million shorties out right now.
You reckon 90? Okay, I'll meet you halfway. That's a good way of doing it. I'll meet you halfway.
Not without a little bit of threat to this, but could be managed. Oh, Soulcast, alright, not bad. He's done a fair crack of damage. Crashing through the wall, there's so many people there. Yampi, probably not going to know all of them, potentially two now seen. Has to slip away somewhat, and it's very tentative from both sides. Caution being shown, and Liquid trying to find any opportunity to bring those shorties in or pistols to any area that they could maybe thrive. And damage.
This is looking
damage
good.
has been done, but I mean,
this is looking really good at the moment.
Now it's still 5 standing against them.
Got 2 shorties for this, so they might just try and wait for them to get some exits. That might be all the kills we see. We'll see if they're going to push. In terms of how they're approaching the bonus, I say the bonus. In terms of how they're approaching the eco, the anti-eco even. 4 rifles and 1 Spectre, so a lot of kills. Like, kills are really important here for Liquid, and if they all save this way, they're going to get none, so this is a perfect start from FUT. It's really, really good. They're going to get a good bonus.
This has been a wonderful start. Very impressive from FUT. Not really, I mean, yes, there was damage done at a captain there, down a little low 15 HP. Fallen as well, receiving a little bit of damage, but no converted kills. They get to weather through perfectly. No threat even to that rifle. And they decide to go down.
Okay, so nicely done.
We'll see going forward how this
did we do the end of G2? Yeah, of course we did. Of course we did.
Not really
we finished at like 6:30 my time. It was nice. We managed to just under 14 hours yesterday. It was kind of sick though. It was a good. We at least got rewarded with like a pretty good game. G2 looked very good. So that was nice.
with this poison orb.
Yeah, there's some NA games
that
tonight.
One player that's willing to come forward.
There's G2 again, and then there's the guards. What is it? Guard Oxygen, and then G2.
It does give us an opportunity, at least for Yampy to maybe set up a pot flash out of this.
Is it not guard today?
Yeah, not really any
G2 Oxygen. G2 Oxygen, then guard winner.
Presence,
oh, it's the brutal day where you play one and then you play the next, chat, right? Do you play two back to back?
I'd be very surprised if Liquid give him that so freely, but he does get to
Oh, that's a disgusting day for whoever wins that game. That's a disgusting game. Okay, yeah. Makes a lot of sense now. I'm with you. Right, going back over towards this game. Must-win round for Liquid.
I think Kiwi being allowed a little bit of play this time.
Especially against the bonus.
This walkthrough from Yampy. This is nice.
Nice stun from Kiwi.
Oh, wow.
Nice stun. Where on earth is this kill, though? Oh, Safe tried to help him out. And Redguard goes down solo over towards...
Yes, they lose Kiwi, but it's fine for now. Until then,
how's Redguard died
doing
here?
damage. He's made this at least feasible now in this 3v3, but it is a post-plant.
Mr. Fallon's impact at the moment, chat, is crazy. He gets the most important kill in this round, and he won the pistol 1v1.
Tagged up. He'll try and make his way through with the Trailblazer here, but there's not going to be anything towards Rubble that he's going to be able to spot out.
The timing's everything has fallen. The flash, it's good.
Oh, what?
But
damn, maybe the flash wasn't good enough here. Well done.
Setup there from Krax.
From Dom.
Concept's great. Execution not quite there. Krax, though, does still need this. Gets it cleanly. And out of captain in the meantime just found Yampy.
Oh, boy.
Side control is theirs.
That's a huge round. Huge round for FUT. Their money is flowing.
Well. So
Liquid
the upgrades coming through, and their money's going to swell. They're in the perfect position. Couple of ults just coming online.
Chat, I've got a question. Did anyone see what armor they bought last round? Is in Liquid? I didn't fully look at it.
Yeah, made it doable. Unfortunately, the fact that AT is able to reset so deep that this plant comes through
all,
so early
light?
on before anybody really on the side of Liquid can rotate away from this C pressure. The AT is able to reset all the way back to A lobby here. The Trailblazer doesn't spot anything. Yampy has to prioritize site there. Like I said, beautiful.
Money's getting out of control for FUT. Liquid need to get a hold onto this game at the moment. Again, it is attack-sided this map, but yeah, that's one of the worst ways to start it.
Again, rinse and repeat once again. It's Krax and Mr. Fallen to kind of pressure towards Rubble here, and it's 3 members of FUT Esports over towards Mound. This time around, Liquid, 3 players opposite this. Nats include that in the equation as well.
There's such a heavy lean towards C. If it gets felt out,
Melvin, relax. It's all good. Let's see. At least wait.
So difficult to
Melvin, at least wait until the game's done fully.
Here. Again, the stun.
It's still very early. There's 3
months. It can clear so much because these angles are so tight. There's not really much space to move, especially if you're playing towards Yampy's position here.
Isn't light against bonus a bad idea? It's risky, but it's kind of what goes down with it.
Liquid sitting
so it's like yes and no. I agree, it is risky.
Overzealous push coming in. They're ahead of this flash. They can get in early and they catch the timing so well. Kiwi just playing a little ahead.
It is definitely one of the probably the biggest downfall in terms of the light armor tactic.
But they're playing towards this, and Nats is behind the wall. Couldn't convert a second, but Redguard can.
Nice damage. Good kill from Redguard here. This round is still on. This play is great from Kiwi.
It ain't much.
Kiwi needs a skill here. Safe. Able to slip
away. The play was great. The shots not so much.
Beautiful from Safe.
Keep an eye on the time.
Get a move on, and now there's
oh, Safe.
I mean, is that a problem? Handing out headshots like it's free.
That's an absolute solo play. Redguard got a really important kill. Safe. I don't know how he gets both of them. Oh my god, he's unstoppable.
At the end. Beautiful round from Safe.
Fantastic recovery there. Well, the opener actually comes in favor of
FUT Esports. Bit of a solo play from Safe here.
Unable to convert that into site control or even getting towards the plant. Esports playing very cautiously throughout this round. Massive from Safe. Prevents a very early lead being built up.
Damn.
Even further. Especially the fact it comes through in that thrifty round, but Kiwi off the rip here. Say previously there's only been 2 members to kind of push and prod towards Rubble, but the wide swing with the flash setup Redguard immediately removed from this setup.
But I do like the Liquid are being proactive elsewhere. Yes, they take down the turret towards middle, but it's not its only look. Yampi's also taken all that space by C, so they can rotate with full confidence towards this A site, which is going to be the end goal. Zolkas left somewhat to his own devices on site. Can he make anything of it? Yes, he can.
Kill.
Takes down Kiwi.
Zolkas has to try and get two there.
Now under the flag.
Might not have been enough.
They should be able to get that spike down. Looking to see if anyone challenges. Cross was being watched by Nats. Very fine angle. And Safe getting curious.
Oh.
Trade there. Spike going down.
It's a nice molly.
A lot of damage for it. We'll get away.
Okay, the good thing about the light armor now is if Liquid loses, they can buy. That's a nice shot, and that brings this into a 2-on-2.
And now just a 2v2. That's paranoid. Flash sent does catch cracks, but it's that last player they need to identify to find. Swings there. Yampi's fallen. It's all on Nats.
That was only one bullet
right,
connecting.
One to the left. So much to do here. The tap on the spike to try and draw the attention. The shot looks for free for Moj, and it is. FUT starting to gain that real momentum now. 4-1, going to set things back in their favor.
A good amount, Polo. I might skip some here and there.
I have
we'll
a couple of these ults to play with. I like some of that proactive work, but
it wasn't the biggest impactful round in terms of this. This one might break the economy though. So
this is the half, really.
Yeah.
I think actually with the track record, the
Redguard needs to stay alive more.
I mean, against Heretics, it was 9-1 and they're attacking.
There's two times in important rounds where he's died. It can't happen like that.
Expect them.
It's twice. It was this round here, this round here.
Need to slow this down early. This will be interesting here. Safe actually going to double down on this, but can't find that kill.
No, he's made a meal of it. Redguard's there.
Nice lockdown over towards A. Really nice.
FUT finally getting aggressive.
There's a good KO support you to win this as well.
FUT left with just two. Out of Captain Amoj looking elsewhere on the map. Looking to find some success. They are on towards the B site now. Spike being toyed with, looking to see if they can get that pick. No one biting too hard on this. Yampi gets curious, and he does actually get one as well. Dwindling
nice round from
numbers.
Liquid. I wonder if they can carry on just doing this A punish. If I was Liquid, I'd be doing this A punish all the time. Once you get smokes here, it's very hard for this comp to get out. Again, they have no dog, no drone, no prowlers. So once you kind of deny vision, it's very hard for them to do anything back. So I feel like they should be doing this, especially as it looks really, really good as well. I think they should be doing this A take all the time. If I'm FUT, what I'm changing up is just this wall.
Ultimate's just come.
They're playing against a no Sentinel comp, but they should definitely be using this wall better.
This is a big
you want to use this wall to create question marks, right? If you use the TSM one over towards here, where it splits the site in half, and you constantly have to have somebody here, it's OP. So yeah, I think both teams could change a lot of stuff up here that would be working well.
Of Safe. A couple more men's of Liquid, actually. FUT Esports going to try and catch some timing here, but Nats going to shut it down with the snake
Nice shoot from Nats. We're going to have to see a retake. I like the reaction from Liquid. The molly did insane damage, right?
Rightly so, will back away, give up the site. The support's going to be there. This post plant will be very uncomfortable. They had so much room towards A. They've hit that early flank. They are going to be surrounding them on so many sides.
They don't have much map control. I think Redguard needs to do this. And Nats just needs to stay alive.
Towards this side. Flash to just try and support it, make sure no one's there too early on. Fallen will see this coming, but there are 3 players on the other side. Fallen, this would have to be monstrous. It's denied.
Big kill from Yampi.
Diligent. Nats waiting, dives on in head first. Oh, he's got one.
Chat. Shorty vs Viper
down to one, which is cracks.
Shorty vs Viper.
32 HP. It's not enough.
Nicely
here.
done.
Liquid back in this game. 3 now on the board. Not letting that scoreline get far away from them at all.
Bit of a pace change from Liquid in a number of different approaches here. This is the sort of thing we wanted to see, resilience. Talking about the other day, actually, in particular, the match on Haven, where it looks as if Liquid were playing 3 different games.
Yeah.
Nobody on the same page whatsoever in some of these set pieces in particular. You see they're wasting no time. Redguard gets posted up on rubble. Immediately that rotation comes through.
I haven't checked in on the money, but as we can see, it does push them.
Hoping they can carry on. This is obviously around FUT.
Does push them down to a low buy, so this is good.
Just the one rifle, Sheriff.
Yeah, I think Liquid can do this all the time. I think they
FUT
might
Esports
have.
need to start
I think they might have
respecting
worked it out. They can just go A main all the time, and it just forces them to try and force something into B or C. Because again, you use all your smokes here, they cannot get out.
Hypermobile 2 instantly back towards B, just going to leave Redguard posted up.
Oh boy.
It's a big reply, actually.
Well,
finding
Nats has
Yankee
gone
and
down
Nats
over
there.
towards C
Success
with the
towards
hero
C is an
gun,
issue.
and we lose
Now,
this
the
duel
site
over towards
is a
B.
little further away, so that does need to get a bit of a wiggle on, because Redguard is hunting this out. Managing to crest the corner towards C. It should be there with no problems in the end. With a man advantage. Can they hold on to this?
Very deep poison orb as well.
Uh-oh, 6 HP, might be good for
this
one.
Engagement here
Yes, he is. We walk around the corner where he could
will
be.
win it out. The 2v4 now for Liquid. Solkas, a headshot that doesn't do an awful lot of damage, to be honest with you. He gets away with it.
Yeah. Solkas and Safe looking for anyone to show out a place, and they're not going to get many chances at this.
They're gonna
Close
save,
pass now,
and
that's
this is
a
a
little deeper. Once they
massive
address that
round
back
for
line of
FUT. They
Redguard,
put one hero gun into it, they collect
Can't
1,
just
2, potentially they
accept
get
fate
another one here as
away,
well.
but I'm looking to see if anyone be even close
That
enough
is
to this
pretty
thing
much
to
a
be little bit
thrifty. I think it
interested,
might have
but
been, again, it's
time
like
to save
done
the
on
rifles,
the
right
buy
call here.
itself, but...
Move forward with
And in
those
terms of this
hand.
as well, they
Definitely hold on to
get
these rifles when you bring Sheriff
potentially
into it.
triple gun upgrade, and they get
Looks like
3,000 on
Liquid
top
don't
of
really
this,
want
and
to give it
300 for
modular
the
lockdown
spike.
off
So
the
this
rip.
is like the biggest
Good
impact
opportunity
round
to
FUT could have
retrieve
had.
that. Maybe we do see the fight for Mound in the next round.
Is this an
From
extra
Liquid
gun,
to
or
prevent
did they
that
not
orb
manage to get
retrieval.
one? Okay, only 2 extra guns here.
Don't get shot.
Liquid, it's still fairly
I
comfortable.
really think they
Couple
needed
players
to
now
try do damage here, because their
shutting down
money's
towards that
okay
1K
because they've
credit
been buying
mark.
light armor. But
Ultimates to work with Nats. We'll see if this is the round he does pop that Viper's Pit. Seeing this same wall once again, I think initially that was set up just for Yampy to kind of pop flash out and contest early control of Mound, but we haven't
still,
seen it too much.
it is an
No,
attack-sided
they haven't, but I
map,
am
so
seeing
if they
Safe
can
now
get
towards
5,
that
it's a
C,
very
so
good
it's gonna get
half.
aggressive with that
They're
back
on.
towards A, so
It's still
maybe
fine.
aware of
That's
this.
I'm not
And yeah,
like.
looking
Don't
where
get
they
me
wanna
wrong.
play
That's an
behind this as
impactful
well,
round,
potentially, with how
Does that
far they
cover
can
but
the
go.
it's still not too bad.
I think it does. So, I mean, Marge actually can't retrieve that.
Interesting they
lockdown.
decide to
Oh, no,
not
actually
keep
doesn't.
on doing A
Okay.
main pressure, even
So
though
it's
it's
still
working
there.
well.
And it is only going to be Nats holding this.
Yeah,
Don't
4,
really wanna be
4,
tapping
5
that
is
all,
pretty
though.
good. Like 4,
Nats is close by.
5,
Doesn't
5. You
always
feel
need
like
vision
you've
on you.
done really, really well.
Three-man
4 is
though.
like
That's
it's very
interesting.
winnable.
Maybe see if anyone had tried to maybe hit that rotation through middle if they were looking for that C crunch.
Again, this
Liquid,
this does feel
maybe
like the
big
most.
amount of
This and
mapping.
Pearl are the most attack-sided maps for sure. Yeah, unless you're playing some, unless you're playing some crazy comps that we saw
Very deep here.
in that game.
The weaker side of this formation. No control really towards this. Connect the door towards B. There's a massive gap right now
Giving
for
up the
Esports.
site.
Yeah, for Esports to find their way
And
onto
I
A side
hate
for
reactor
free.
pushes
Marge,
over towards B. I'm
gotta
not
be
gonna
careful
lie,
here.
they never work out well.
Maybe
Far away
only
push,
expecting one hit.
Oh my god, he's going to try and backfill this though.
Really good timing. No Sentinel might let them down
He's
here.
going to look back this way.
I think he's read this incredibly well. Going to hear the door being dealt with. Spots one and actually takes that opportunity. Doesn't wait for potentially a
And they
second
left A
to close
open.
the gap. He's bought time. A problem
Okay,
now in
I
the
want to
back
see a
lines that he
pause
might
from
have to
Liquid.
address, but he's
It's
actually
very
just all
simple
the
to
way
play
back
against
round
this
towards
comp.
A.
You
But
just
can
do
see
A
Liquid
main
aren't
pressure
given many
early.
easy
You have an
chances. They
omen
get
here.
to
He does a
carve
45
their way
second
back in,
omen
but Safe's
smoke
been
here,
good at that.
and then you can just stack
Now it's like
2-2.
those first couple of feet towards the site. See cracks waiting patiently in the back
They
line.
can't get
Yampy
back
safe.
through where the
Unison,
omen
this
is smoking,
big from Liquid. The
and they
site is
reactively
looking
go
good.
somewhere else.
Oh, what a
Wow,
shot.
how on
Redguard
earth?
waited for it.
How on
They'll
earth has
just
this
tank
happened like
this.
that?
They have to.
Give me
Right
Redguard's
on towards it.
POV. How has he got these
Beautiful
kills?
work on the retake.
Fantastic stuff. Unfortunately,
Maybe,
once,
chat.
he gets
Maybe
the
the
lockdown
retakes
off
just
that kill
incredible.
onto Soulcast, I believe. But he's so
Yeah,
slow
let's
to
look
reposition
some
there.
replays here and see what
And
actually
with
went down.
FUT Esports committing towards these tight crossfires on site, you're almost expecting the lockdown to come through there just to seal the deal. I mean, in the blink of an eye, look at this kill feed here. It's 4 kills within like 3 seconds.
Oh my!
Like, Atta maybe
They
thinking
let him.
that
They let him
Smoke's gonna
drop
stay
down
up for
to drop.
another second
Yeah,
or two.
I would be furious.
frustrating
I
to
would
see
be
that pulled
furious
off with
after that
such
one.
ease
Safe
by
did
Liquid.
very well though. Safe did very well to win out the 2 Angels here.
Considering this has been
But
the
this one
home
looked
for
like
FUT,
FUT
this is
should
a
have
great look
probably
from
been on
Liquid. I
top of
wanted to
Redguard.
see this. We're getting treated to it. And an attentive play. They're really putting bodies behind this now.
Yeah,
Haven't
I
seen
saw the
them push
Redguard
this
took the
far
diffuser
really
as well.
with intent behind it. You have
it's-
Safe here, you're Redguard,
Yeah,
you've got
not a good sign.
it's Yampy tucked into
Nice
that corner.
bait though, nice 3-person bait.
Clear this
And
correctly.
this
There
might
we
work
go.
out really well.
First shot made to pull the attention. Tees up. Yampy takes
Oh.
down 2. But Safe goes down in the meantime.
How on
So now
earth
there's a
did Safe not get one?
C looking a little open, but the spike was never here.
Nice
Whoa,
shot. Dude, Red Guard
come on.
with the
He
op.
has to play safe a little bit now. The fact that it's an operator, you can't
Maybe
really stop this
maybe he
three-man
should just
push,
buy an
but
op every round.
he's gonna get
Oh my
another
god,
one.
maybe he should just buy an op every round. He's incredible with it.
Couple seconds, yeah, he gets detained before them would have to
Yeah.
get, I mean, a move on, yes.
Is Nabul on his PC? What's going on here?
Redgar, dead to rights, can't get the follow-up.
Nice
Soulcast
trades
is
coming in.
flat.
Nice round from
Denied
Redgar,
that.
back to back.
They keep themselves standing here.
I liked the
Massive round from
three-person
Redgar.
punish over
Just when you
towards
think he has
C
to
as
peel
well.
back, losing
Chat,
two
in
of his
theory,
teammates.
I mean, in theory, this should be enough.
Cracks almost gives the first away. A beautiful adjustment for that one.
Yes,
and then
dude,
staying
really
around
nice
to catch
shots.
Modge.
Good job. Nice, Igor. Good job, bro. Can he add? Let's go.
All tied up, 5 apiece here. Mentioning how good FUT Esports have been on the attack.
Wait, why
By the
Soulcast
numbers,
now
this-
got the op?
Actually, the best performances we've anybody's seen put up against FUT Esports.
Absolutely. This is
Okay, so they go
actually a
close
great
A main.
sign for Liquid.
They've
Putting
given
everything in
Soulcast the
context,
op.
Very impressive. Now,
Are they going
once
to switch
again,
back? Okay, yeah, they
Liquid
switched
go
back.
through
So they just
Footballers.
switched
This
in case they were
three-man
going to go
network
fast over
A
towards
this
A,
time.
and then
The ult, they wanna get a
now
little
they
pacey
changed
with
it.
but there's
Oh, I
Red
like
Guard
this
is here.
push as well.
Do have Yampy in support.
Can they kill
Naps on
Mr.
the side,
Fallon?
Red
Mr.
Guard
Fallon's
on
like the
route, and
decider
flank
in
on
this
the way.
round.
They do decide to just kind of rescind a little, all away from
Interesting.
the side, give
They
that up,
decide to
allow
play
Fon come
retake,
in.
and we don't have anything to
First one's
spam this. They
retake
didn't
now.
stay up close.
Alarm bot
Killjoy
here.
and Viper, are they on top of this
Modge
flank?
is playing close by. Atta and Mr.
It's
Fallen
very
now,
hard
but
to
the
retake this map,
potential
but this
here is that they can
four-person
swing
push
past
over
this.
towards Mounds could work out.
I
There
think
it
I was
is.
going to say, they can get past the arm bot, find a kill for free.
But wait, when does Modge pull it? He does now. He knows there's another though. He's seen this turn to flash well. And Soulcast was lost in the source in that one. But finally getting a grip back on these sight hits. This post-spawn looking way easier to hold now. Nats dealt with. Cracks takes
Oh.
down Redgar. And FUT maintain the lead.
Well, that
It's
one
fine,
crumbled real
but they keep
fast.
hold of it.
Really well played from Mosh. Safe
A
kind of had
couple
to
of
check
purchases
it
coming
though.
through for Liquid in the last. Safe and Yampy both have ultimates available. Atta one away from that Viper's pit now. Concern being
Yeah,
if
Mosh had good
FUT
timing.
Esports can navigate away from this
Chat,
proactive
chat, I love how all of that
start to
happens.
some of this
I love
defensive
how all that
rounds from
happens and you
Liquid.
lot call out
That
Soulcast.
pit
Chat,
set up.
Safe didn't check a corner. You lot are
Good,
on
actually, you
something.
look at
I
this
swear.
early on. The timing of Yampy's flash as well behind this pressure towards rubble. It's so beautiful to catch the adjustment from FUT Esports away from this area. Curious
Like,
to see the same
he went
thing
down
again
because
now.
it was a good timing.
This time we'll just back away. But Nats, this is the problem. Without that information, or at least the confirmation of FUT Esports peeling back, there's a massive gap between Nats and the rest of his team.
It's pretty heavy attack sided.
Quite good at this role, right?
Dependent on your comp
Free.
again. Like in theory, this is a
Safest
pretty
players in
good
these sort of
comp
regards.
on
You
defense,
trust him
but
with these sites, and you can see elsewhere though, Liquid are starting to go looking.
I still think
information
5,
found, but not
in
indicative of where they
theory,
wanna
like
end
5
just
should be
yet.
enough on this
Maybe
map a
looking
lot
at
of the
their
time.
options, leaving just one poster towards C, one towards A,
It's a misread from Liquid.
and the
That's
ult's
a
going to really sell
beautiful,
it.
beautiful bait.
Oh, I like this.
Redgar's even peeling
Viper
away
ult
from
goes
this.
close, it spreads over towards the site. They think
Nats are
it's
pretty
a
deep
big
on it.
luck.
They see
They
nothing.
rotate 4
The
people here.
Well,
Seekers
it's
goes
gonna be
out.
hard to really
They
tell
can't
too
kill.
much.
Red
Redgar
Guard
found
does get an
Kiwi.
important
Redgar
kill, and
sat
I think he
deep
saw
enough that
more,
he's
so we're going to have to
still
see a
finding
rotate.
damage. I don't know how the hell he's done that. He's going to
And
just
they
around
got the
towards site. He
fastest
can buy a
rotate
lot of time,
agent,
but being
so
a
that's
problem
pretty
to
good.
clear.
Can
Does he
Red
go
Guard
for
get
the shot on
another?
this? He does.
Oh, that's
Gives
unlucky.
it up. Now
That's
the
probably the
site's
first
theirs.
shot. It looks like we've seen him miss.
A little greedy's desperate to weaken the numbers here for FUT Esports, but they
Shake
come
and
out with a man
Blake,
advantage
what's
here.
up, dude? Thank you so much. Welcome into
3v4
Slug
on the
Club. Thanks for
retake
your
for
prime on
Liquid.
me. Chat, you know what to do. Let's get some slug spam.
2 flashes,
member.
the fragment to work with for Soulcast, the ultimate for Safe. Doable here,
Big
Atta
kill.
finding a deep kill on that Nats flank.
Yeah, and that's secured the back line. Now they can focus on what's in front. Safe and Soulcast running through the utility on the site though, so trying to get that time on their side, but there's so much of it, and Soulcast can only do so
Yeah, the
much. Does
swing
take
here was
down
really, really
Cracks, but
good.
It's just bodies now. That man advantage, Safe still working
Is
it
this
down,
the
trying to do
second game
everything
we've seen
possible.
Safe have
Paranoid
ult
about
for most
flank
of the
for
half and not
time.
use it?
The clock is
I think
rotting
so.
away from him, and there's no more chances now. FUT sitting safe.
He
They're not
is-
going to give up anymore.
From an outsider point of view,
And they
again, not
do
spoken to anyone,
just
I would
about
guess
give
it's similar
themselves a touch of a
to
lead, but
how
historically,
Scream
that
used to
was
be on
their
Reyna, where he would
strongest side.
not like the ult on the agent he's on.
Concern being if Liquid can actually carry across
But
some
it
of the
doesn't look like
synergy
he
that we've
needed, to
seen
be
them
fair.
even
14
work
and
on
6, and
Fly
they
Hit
didn't
just in
eco
this
too
week
much.
alone.
So.
And talking about them not looking as if they're on the same page at all. totally different approach
Suck
to the
P,
defense.
thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Positive.
Because that kind of arcs back to when we saw them, as said, in Brazil, which is
2 months in the slug club. Appreciate it. Chat, let's get some slugs in.
Rosters. It looked kind of like a fractured team, really. It was disjointed. You didn't really see what you wanted out of them. A lot of potential, but the actuality just wasn't there. This looks better. This looks way better. And again, to put that in context, up against FUT on this map on that side.
Chat, I just read what's on my screen. You, don't you lot think too much about it.
Oh, under pressure, I should say.
Yeah.
Deliver here.
Do you know what as well? It took me, chat, it took me like 10 of you questioning that in chat before I even realized what I had said.
It changes the map quite a bit as well. Looking forward to seeing how that develops.
They were scraping rounds away from Vitality previously, so...
Yeah. Beauty of these kind of leagues where it is that long form where you start to really work out teams' forms. You can see how they actually match up against each other. Early doors, it's very tricky to see who's actually going to be coming out with a strong advantage.
Demko, you're on one again today, are you? Is this the Demko? It can't be an everyday thing. Please stop at one point. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. 10 gifted in. Thank you. Cal J, Gade, Azak, Daymare. Ooh, this is a long one. Indus Dallin's finest. Probably said that one wrong. Turnt, Cherno, Feelagy, Short Stacked, and Verk. Welcome into the Slug Club. If you got a gifted, please say thank you. Over towards Demko. Demko, as always, thank you so much. 250 gifted now from you. Chat, let's get a lot of slug approves in. Chat, I want to see a 25-second spammer slug approves for Demko. Because he's on 250 gifted altogether. Let's see it.
This is all just learning. These early games, I'm just purely here.
Just a solid spam for 20 seconds
now.
now.
What they've been up to, what they've been working on, what they've been building towards. I think yesterday we saw that in droves, right? That kind of reimagination of rosters, how far they can go and what it looks like. Carmine Core, perfect example. I think really starting to step in to their role.
Do you know, chat, it's so crazy. Not even a year ago, I probably didn't even have 100 people watching my streams.
Have the upper hand, but that was
so yeah, it's kind of sick to just see over. I mean, I don't know how many of that you are that are spamming right now, but it's pretty cool to see. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks so much. Okay, big pistol. Let's see. Oh god, XOZ. Okay, chat, keep the spam going. I'm gonna push to this one up so I can say the names in a bit. XOZ has gifted 10. Let's keep the spam going. Thank you so much, XOZ. Appreciate it. 10 gifted from you. 335. Probably worth spamming a lot of slug approves for that number, chat. Thank you so much, XOZ.
Off sync with each other.
Thank you for all the support, man. It's
very ratty.
Yeah. Should be a little bit of a glimpse there.
You're a mad one.
A couple of those pistol barrels.
This is looking really good for FUT. Who is this? Atacaptan has done insane holding on to this map control. Safe's tried his best, but Nats is pretty low. 47 1v2. It's going to be hard for Liquid to come back on this, but it's definitely doable. They're on the easier half.
The wall just goes up in time.
I'm just going to wait for this round and then I'll read out some of these names. Again, XOZ, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Uh-oh.
Very much in the forefront of their minds.
Okay, that's it done. Someone's going to
probably check this.
Okay.
And he gets it. Nats goes down
Mr. Fallon.
Give themselves a little advantage now.
Nice pistol from him once again in terms of that one. Atacaptan did great though. I loved his decision making in this. He stayed alive for a long time. Meant that the crossfire was really, really good. Okay, XOZ's gifted 10 subs. iCommon, Too Dumb to Hack, Jason, D/, J Curtin, iFlink, Shellborn, Sir Angel, Fight Club, and Mix Coat. Welcome into the Slug Club. If you got gifted a sub, please say thank you. Over towards Demko or XOZ, it will be one of them.
Couple of sheriffs, couple of pistols to work with.
Okay, I think we're all caught up. I think I didn't miss anything. Right, going into this one. Yeah, in terms of pistols, chat, 0-2. So it can be pretty rough to try and win them up when you go 0-2 down pistol.
Approach that rubble control early on.
Nicely done, Sir Angel, saying thank you. We like that. In terms of the eco, we see a sheriff. In terms of the anti-eco, 4 stingers. Nope. Let's try that again. 4 specters and 1 marshal.
See the ping come through there. Can they cross ahead of that?
So yeah, kind of changing up their approach on this, but heavy priority in terms of FUT for guns. But they don't want to... Nicely done. Really nicely handled. It was a good molly as well.
Mows them down.
Really good. They've been doing great at cleaning up these ecos. Only one passing to rebuy and one armor, so they're going to have a really good bonus. And again, in terms of the approach of how teams do it, on the attack, teams are more likely to buy like rifles and like some pistols for people to die, just because you're a unit, right? When you're on defense, a lot of the time you're going to see more priority in terms of like heavy armor and maybe like a gun that isn't the worst if you go down and get traded, right? Because you're more likely to get traded on defense, whereas you're more likely to actually win the trades on attack, just because you're more of a unit. So that's why people kind of approach their anti-ecos on attack and defense differently, just in case you were wondering about it. This is a nice crunch.
Oh my word! Now, fortunately, Redgar
nice crunch, and that is a gun isolated that they can get, especially with that smoke. So is Mr. Fallon going to get an upgrade here?
Upgraded rifle though. Should be able to retrieve that.
No, Cracks is.
That's fortunate.
Wait.
Now Cracks and Fallen both have rifles to work with here.
Okay, so they had one into this because they got a death. Okay, yeah.
Kind of take those.
Wait, Cracks has got another kill with the...
Oh god, he's surrounded!
Oh boy, can Cracks get there in time? He does have a flash if he wants to absolutely send it.
Looks open and ready for the taking, but there are still Cracks.
Nice Omen flash. Chat, this is a massive 3-on-3, especially for Liquid. If they lose this, they have the eco, and I would probably say that's the game in terms of this map.
Soulcast.
Dangerous. Oh my word,
boy.
He's down to 5 HP.
Ice towards CT here. Ata's very close by already.
Safe, really heads up play though, still checks on it.
Safe might have just saved them again.
The other. Safe should be where it stops.
Yep, Safe has saved them into this one. Good impact from him at the moment. Insanely good bonus from FUT.
58
like really good bonus. They have to rebuy 3 guns and 5 armors.
Diligent clearance from him.
2 armors, I guess.
Set piece again. It pops just above the Viper wall.
Ooh, that extra flash is really nice though. I like that take from FUT. That was pretty cool.
He's actually not affected by that flash. I mean, all intents and purposes, that could have been 2 off the rip there for FUT Esports.
I like that though. I really like that little setup. Let's see that in play. Now we see the 4-buy coming back in this time around for FUT though. On the other side, do have that Bulldog with Soulcast, but
hey, that's a nice take. Nade for this corner, Viper Molly for here. That's a safe way of taking C. Okay, so C and B default. In terms of FUT over towards A, they have just done a knife, so they know that no one's here. In terms of the money though, chat, 3 people over from Team Liquid can't buy, and 5 people over from FUT can't buy. So massive swing round, massive weight on this one.
Slack on the other side of the map.
I like this default at the moment. The thing that I would really like if Nats picked up his smoke and did it a little bit further to create pressure, but he is just waiting for an instant reaction. At the moment, the Killjoy's getting a lot of use. Turret still up, alarm bot still up.
This is not all what it seems. And there's the adjustment, the pivot point. It's going to be looking towards B. Yes, they lent a little towards A early on, but the rotations, again, are pretty close by.
Big knife from Cracks, though. It tells
okay, you might see a Viper Viper duel.
At's still hiding here, not ready for Ata to hard clear
Ata captain was
that
just
opens so many possibilities
a step ahead in that. He kind of, it honestly felt like he knew this was coming.
Of the map.
It's and it makes Redgar sit even deeper because now he has to worry about it. There's the underhand flash.
They don't have too much map control. Hero play from Safe once again.
Redgar and Safe in
Yampy has good timing.
Down to near on even.
Oh, Yampy has great timing. Does have a flash now as well for this one.
And now Ada Captain has to make a choice.
28 HP.
Flash to follow. Goes in.
Oh boy.
Holy
hell, that was close.
Yampy with 3
I was nervous on that one.
And just about keeping this round
I was nervous. Nice round from Yampy. Good 3k from him.
A massive bailout round from Yampy.
Yeah, it is a massive bailout round. Safe again did very good. I think that he had one of the most important kills if we're taking away the Yampy's too as well. So, yeah, nice reaction from Safe. They had to try and get some map control.
At first, you're a little concerned that they do decide to back away.
Ada Captain as well did insane. There's a lot of individuals stepping up at the moment.
Yeah, a little frustrating. Considering the early win there in that retake. FUT Esports back down to Sheriffs already. This is the round really where Liquid can get themselves back in this
CB default they're doing. It's pretty cool. the KO flash over. And then they have the two smokers here if they want to push the one-way smoke.
And Kiwi's on the way. And well,
at least someone had their gun out. Holy hell.
Got some info.
Yeah, he did good
Big
damage.
info there.
There's a few of them. And sadly for that, he does just have that sheriff. So that's not going to be a pretty fight for him. He did get his little victory, though, over Nats in that prior.
FUT are being very proactive at the moment. They're going to push over towards A. Liquid have like a sweet spot of about 10-15 seconds where they kind of have to hit. The longer they wait, the better this push becomes.
Stack is working over towards A, but it's still so far away.
And Captain is doing great at delaying. Okay, nicely done. Again, safe.
Plenty of time here, no pressure towards the back line. So Yampi will rejoin the rest of his team. Actually good for the first crack.
That's a gun they should try fight heavy for this. Oh boy, they're gonna let him get the gun.
And they instantly shift to that deeper hold.
Let's see what their
tricky for these sheriffs to find any play back in.
Let's see if it matters. Let's see what their crossfire. Their crossfires are at least looking pretty decent, so yeah, might just get the gun and save of their HPs. So honestly, maybe this was a better call than fighting for it.
There is no further layers to this. All of Liquid's players are still posted on the site itself.
Maybe just looking to punish, find an exit.
This is absolutely fine. You just let them save the one gun, and one of them's going to have to die. So Cracks needs to be a little bit closer to die to the spike.
Will be the 8th for Liquid. Clawed their way back into this half.
Looks like Modge is doing it as well.
I feel like it's FUT Esports attempting to be.
I mean, it's fine. He had no armor.
Some of these rounds.
He had no armor. Their lost bonus is
now as it gets a little closer, I'm curious as to how that will play out.
So saved gun would have got 1,000 on top.
Looks even worse from the other way around.
Yeah, it's really unpleasant to witness actually. It's like, oh.
But he should have saved then, because he would have got 1,000 and a gun against the 2-9 you're going to get from lost bonus.
Yeah. I wanted to see him really put into
like he basically just got rid of
incredible talent.
2-7 for a gun. He basically just got rid of 800 credits.
Seeing it in the series, this isn't bad. Now, Viper's Pit this time around. Invested from Ada Captain towards that B site, so going to try and at least eliminate a large portion of access to the middle of this map.
We'll see what the second layer to this is. There's a Kiwi being posted up here.
He didn't like the skin. Then we can understand it.
Modge not even going to try and peel away from it. It's only two to hold this side. Mr. Ball.
Nice flash in. Oh my god, I thought he got that kill. I was about to lose my mind.
Brutality on approach, 2 back-to-back kills. And it's perfect. The pace change, the gear shift. Stunning. And sadly for our captain, he feels irrelevant to this round now. The last two going to try and filter through from CT, but where are you going to find the players? Already noted on the back of the flash coming out from Yampi. And they're getting proactive through the connector. Safe.
Okay.
Gonna find out a captain. And now just to Cracks and
Kiwi. Over towards the right.
To face the music, and Kiwi, there's nowhere to run. Redgar is hunting you down. Bye-bye.
That is no money into this one. Lost bonuses at 2-9, like we said the round before. This is a very nice round for Liquid to win, especially so cleanly. Their money's out of control. Can definitely start splashing out on the heavy armor over towards FUT. Looking like a timeout. Have to low by a lot of sheriffs into this one. Liquid heavily in control at the moment.
Early, but unable to really get anything done. I don't even think actually there's any option for Modge to avoid that second ping on the null command to make use of his utility. I think finally, actually, as the score timed up 9 apiece for Esports, have to take a moment.
And this is when we question the depth, because this side, they have been tested on before, right? We've seen them kind of push all the time, but then they always have that second half.
Bro is eating his mic.
Really started to run away with it. Now we're seeing Liquid testing them here. This is the depth getting tested. We didn't really see that too much. You know, they came out of the gate swinging over in Brazil. They still had that very much in the pocket, a little bit of a closer game prior. But now we're seeing a good challenge. And I've got to say, Liquid look quite robust. It's not perfect, but it's much better than before. Looking like a couple.
What do you think about observers getting full access to comms and timeouts? Yeah, it's good. I never had that when I was observing. It would have helped loads. Like to know what's actually, what the plans are, what's coming. It would help loads. That's as close as you're going to get to getting an insight as to what's going down.
Different approach on their attack.
So yeah, I think that's good.
It's laid out, it's structured. Here, it's. I mean, it's not often, really, we talk about Liquid catching teams off guard and being ahead of the reads. But we're definitely seeing it here.
Yeah, observing's crazy hard, man.
A standout performance here.
Like I only got good at observing like 3 years after no lifing it.
Pivotal
like honestly.
to Liquid's success here.
So it takes a long time.
Well.
Especially this game, it's more wild than the games. I guess I could say that I did.
As costly as possible, although Liquid
Ocean, don't bait
hell
me.
of a bankroll.
Yep, you've got 7K out there.
Cool.
There's a
Red
little
gun.
bit of an angle,
Yeah.
careful. Yeah. Oh, and it's a shot.
Nice.
Red guard, precise as ever.
I like that. That's the first time I've seen that. That's
Looking
actually
way
pretty
more
cool.
vulnerable. Does it cause a rotation or an
That's pretty
over-aggress?
cool. It's still an eco round though.
Haven't seen that spot punished very often there. So with the smoke down, Krax is just shouldering that to check that nobody is slipping through.
Nah, I never did that game.
Freebie to open this round for Liquid. And for Esports, about where they need to be. This turret, though, the worst timing possible. Would have taken contact, but they were already drifted away from B site. I think the expectation is they find that pick on C. Liquid are going to look towards A immediately.
They might be able to keep this one pretty clean as well and just have infinite money.
Wait if anyone goes the long way around or if he's got anything ratty up his sleeve. Nice little paranoia.
Dump of utility.
Yeah, just buying so many seconds with this. There's really not much available with it, is there? See if Safe can do a bit of damage on the way in. Paranoia's going to force him away. Soulcast comfortable. Nothing to do here, really. No Liquid.
Nicely handled.
Very comfy with this. Kiwi given no chance.
Would I ditch this for delayed observing? Honestly, yeah. Just to do it for a whole year, yeah.
Like a full 5 final.
I think it's the future, man. I think it makes everything better. I would drop everything for it.
Kiwi will take his exit for the flawless round for Liquid as they're finally in the lead, in control of this game. Like I said, that bankroll established now, cemented for Liquid, just about coming back onto another ultimate cycle as well.
But Chad, I'd come back, don't worry.
Kiwi with the operator.
Don't hate on me too much.
Hyper mobile before, we saw him really kind of playing through the map. Haven't seen it this series, and well, probably not had much of a chance with the economy where it's been. I don't know if it's going to work out as well here against Liquid, but I'm happy to see it tested or tried. It looks like we're going to get that fight
little
right
lag in that
now,
one.
but the pace
Okay,
is
important round for
safe.
FUT here. Managed to actually get money on this.
And he's got a fight on his hands here. Kiwi actually forced away, has to respect that smoke and look for a new position towards the site.
He slipped back in. How far forward, sorry, the Liquid decide.
Perhaps AI observing is the future. Honestly, I'm down, dude. I'm down to help make that bot. I'm telling you, chat, it'll be great. Sorry for all those of the observers that think that they can't be replaced. I'm down.
On the null command here, but that might just be the green light for Liquid to peel away. There's still plenty of time here. And arguably a total waste.
Had that in Rocket League? Yeah, I got replaced in Rocket League.
Stops the execute from coming through, but
they had that in Rocket League, but I will call it out. It was awful. That was a nice kill from Safe. That was a huge
Safe
kill.
just finds Key with an operator. Watching that angle
that is mad that he gets that kill.
God damn, he's quick.
Dom, no.
Kind of giving up that advantage a little bit now, making this site take a little bit trickier. The flash did force Krax away.
Solo play from Yampy. Oh, the double solo play, lads. Come on.
And now there's problems galore. They might have a safe plan here just because of the Viper's Pit, but they're going to be surrounded.
Safe and Krax are right next to each other.
Bloody hell, he's so dangerous right now, and Krax is just working his way around the outside of that smoke. Who's going to step in first?
I mean, this is unlosable for Liquid. Look at where the Viper's Pit covers towards Street. There's no way they should be losing this now.
Wait, really? They have no mollies, though. I'm still worried for them. It's a very good Viper.
He is down to 60. And now when the first player comes in,
Safe.
Spray, but he only gets 2. He leaves Nats in the 1v2. Oh my word, he's under so much pressure.
Oh boy. Hypoc had to go and say it.
And put body after body on the line.
Hypoc had to go and say it.
With the defuse.
I mean, we see Safe not spammed off that corner initially. You think, yeah, he's good for the 1 or the 2. He gets that. And for Esports, still weather the storm inside that Viper's Pit. You see Nats just banking on the decay, doing enough damage to make use of that shorty. And now it's Liquid.
God, that shot.
Yeah, it's beautiful from Safe.
Safe is such a mechanically gifted player. As I said, I do feel like sometimes he just doesn't get his flowers, his credit for his performance sometimes. But man, nice to see him hitting a little bit of a stride here. But still, Liquid have pumped the brakes, right? It's 10 apiece, tied up even enough. Time to slow things down. Time to have a conversation about this one.
Prius is punching the air at the moment. What's
the
up, Trav? How you doing?
It was actually Kiwi did save that operator across as well. But not, we do see a different approach again, kind of nullified in the early round from Liquid.
How do you think Soulcast has survived? Dude, survived is a rough word. Survived so many iterations of Liquid. He's a very good teammate. He works the hardest. He's a very good teammate. His comms are pretty good, and the main thing is with Dom is he's just a flex. He just fills. So just do whatever you want him to do. So
ability to kind of negate any early pressure.
He's the person that will do the role that no one wants to do.
They're willing to be on the
and honestly, the stuff that you lot don't see is he's a very good teammate. He's a very good teammate. He watches the most demos out of at least when I was in Liquid, in terms of who watched the most demos and who was, I would say, split up. Yampi played the most, but Soulcast watched and tried to learn the most.
For the entire season.
So there's a lot of stuff that people don't see, like outside of the scenes.
I mean, have we seen a bar yet? We see the bar.
We haven't got much bar B-well. We did have bar here in the arena the other day.
You need to get bar back out there, because then you can get.
I was trying to, yeah, I don't know. Some of the stuff I draw, I'm not sure.
Yeah, looking for Kiwi really to become a little more aggressive here.
I need him to be activated.
Looking at the purchase, Modge is on a judge.
Okay.
I think I see rifles for everyone else. No, actually, Mr. Falling down on a Spectre.
That's very true.
And Atta's going to be struggling as well. Maybe just toying the idea of dropping some utility. Yeah, light shield and a rifle. This is an awkward purchase.
Opinions on Trav, the best judge player there's ever been.
But it's looking fairly invested from Liquid here towards Rubble once again at the opener.
Speaking of it,
Kiwi, this is your chance, but they are so hyper aware of this position now. How does he play this time? Safe is on the hunt. Close the gap, get in his face, and already going to look a little towards the left. Nothing there, nothing to be seen. They've taken that opening space towards A. Forced Kiwi back to this deeper angle, and again, next layer. Another smoke committed nice and deep. They don't quite fully check the corner, so that could be something they're a little cautious about.
Okay.
Kiwi is still patrolling this, but he's been given no chance.
I mean, they've just let them all the way onto A, and they have to retake with an op. Is Redguard going to push into this without any util?
They know the dog didn't clear this completely.
Yeah.
He has to be so aware of this now, and yeah, there it is, Kiwi punished. Redguard maybe a little ahead of himself. Now, Fragment comes in, gonna slow this down a bit. Has a little look, but finds nothing. It's safe to find Fallen. Drop down comes in, Soulcast on the site. A 3v3, Kiwi cracks another captain.
Go one more.
Next step. They absolutely are, the ults come through.
Not the best
and the spam, Yampi's still standing. They're buying time on the spike, Mike.
There's a snake bite.
I'm worried about this plant.
That's going to buy a little bit of time to regroup. The Liquid have to get back onto this. Angle for the wallbang to come through.
Really
but finding all the kills.
Oh,
Asa finds the final blow. Nats will fall.
They had so much time. Why did they plant
here? The defuse
here?
will come through. The game plan built around that angle, the snake bite to land, and the ability to wallbang that box. But a couple of members of Liquid falling way ahead of the curve there.
And the early game looked good, right?
They literally did a plant, and if you're going to do this plant, you want a heavy stack tree. They had so much time, and no one went tree.
It's the silent drop down, the Red just catches
Unless they were trying to bait it, but then it got cleared up by Kiwi so fast.
You noted the Trailblazer not clearing it all the way into that corner. Need that second layer. There needs to be a flash in there from either side.
Look at Emil there. Emil is literally just thinking exactly what I'm thinking. What on earth is it? Why are we playing heavy here when the after plant is for tree?
Last time we did see a very quick decision made based on this Viper's Pit. No command here from Soulcast.
In terms of the money, like we said, Liquid are just so fine they can buy for the rest of this half, most likely. Might get a little bit closer to get to a 12-11, we'll see.
This time around, adjustment of the Killjoy setup as well. Modge playing
Viper all over towards B. 3 pass and stack in C, and they're going to try and hit this.
Uh-oh. Gone in. You can already see Safe trying to close. Oh my god, Fallen. Perfect play.
Wow, he just got sold to the absolute dogs. Safe
go
in, and there's 3 people here, and just no utils been baited out.
Allows them so much more success on it. Even with just that stinger,
no pressure anywhere else over towards the map.
Have nowhere to go.
Oh boy, this was a.
I think this is exactly the same rinse and repeat plan. The knife is intended to find Modge, but beautiful adjustment. Cracks it. He's just gonna flash
That's a
straight
nice
out.
molly.
Not at 33
Okay, they need a
HP.
hero play.
Yampy got hungry for it too.
for the
Liquid need a
shorty.
hero play.
Jumping
Yampy,
at bit.
Redgar,
They've
or
been good at
Nats.
holding
Who's
this, though,
got it
to be
in them?
fair. But the lockdown's going to make it a problem. One flash to play with. Nats is so deep on this. He is rapid for this. But do they oh my god! Kiwi almost got the follow-up. Yampy left on
That
20,
actual
but they are
no-scope. Oh boy,
somehow
Redgar's
pouring
in
this
that.
back to a 2v2. It ain't over yet. Yampy gets attacked. No frag
Redgar's
to follow.
detained.
Redgar's detained. It's got him! It's going to be 12. The fuse is there. And they made it damn close. They made a fight out of it.
Pot of Liquid, yeah,
FUT make
content
it
creator.
to 12.
The only saving grace. Liquid
Oh boy.
money left to buy here. Some ultimates.
Dude, what the hell is that? There's just
The
like a
second
little
kill here
tap.
from Modge is so key.
A little tap to
catch
finish
one
him
member
off.
of Liquid peeling away from this C site here. Fantastic adjustment here.
big timeout.
Knowing exactly what the decision was that Liquid made based on that Viper's Pit. They show it again. They almost welcome Liquid into that C site execute. And
Yeah,
Liquid take the bait.
How did they think that forcing into C was going to work here?
You've got to be feeling good about it. Just like
Anti-Stratton on the fly.
on the fly, just off the back of one Viper's Pit that you invest, you got that perfect read. And on the other side, flip the script. Frustration for Liquid. Again, it worked wonders before. Now with that adjusted deeper setup, that deeper positioning coming out from Modge, it was gorgeous. And you saw the direct problem with that. As soon as Safe went in, he was just blended down. There was no way he could have done anything about
the
it.
problem being there, even if Safe's not cut ahead of those nano swarms, and I mean, obviously credit to Soulcast in investing the knife and actually catching somebody on site there.
Okay, 2 chances for FUT.
If there's that split-second kind of desperate
Money's still there for
somebody
Liquid.
tries to follow up onto Safe,
Kiwi's
then
got an
they're caught
op.
by the paranoia as well.
Yeah.
And once the
They
knife's invested,
gotta.
Modge can
If you
push
want to
forward.
hit
He can
C-side like
be the
this,
second
you gotta create more pressure. Didn't break
of the
any of the
puzzle there.
Killjoy util. Didn't break anything out over towards A.
It's 3 in the row now for FUT breaking that lovely run back. But now they got to dig deep here, Liquid. What do you have in the store for us? How much is in the tank? Early work from Safe. Must be Fallen to be tested first. Haven't seen this much commitment from Safe solo. Yes, there was one singular flash send with him, but
Yampy the one to retrieve the orb here. Soulcast one away from no command. No, is Yampy expecting 3 kills? I mean, with FUT on 12, you'd almost just put an extra ultimate in the bank here.
Yeah, why not? Doesn't quite make sense to me.
Unless they can get control of this orb as well.
Okay,
And that was
Insta
the plan
Dog
from the
goes out,
get-go,
and with
but-
the wall they cleared all of this, so this is a question mark.
If you're wondering.
This, still not a question mark. The problem is, that, I mean, they kind of have to KO molly it, I guess. Bit of a waste,
looking
but...
for an adjusted angle this time as well. See if he
Man, I
sticks
swear,
around for a little
no
longer this
Killjoy
time.
on
They
this
never
map
catch
is
that
playing on
cross if
hard
they do
mode.
try and commit up
I
deep.
swear it is.
Playing deep enough as well where it should negate Yampy splash, but a good flash through door.
That's a
Safe will
huge
punish on the back
kill.
of it.
How
Modge
the
will
hell is
fall.
Safe got that one?
He is left a little wounded, but FUT have
Mr.
body
Fallon
saves.
has to
3
make a
players
bit of
on
a
the other
hero
side
play.
of this.
Redgar.
Huge tag, but the site is now under pressure. Plant's going to come in, Fallen moves forward, punishes Redgar off the back of that tag. Plant gets denied, tries to get away.
Crack's
Can't
got
get
an
away for
important
free.
kill
Nat's
here
gonna
on the
find him and drag
planter.
him back down. It's a 3v3.
3
and
on
the
3, but
Plant's in.
Safe is like...
Actually, with the plant,
One
Soulcast
tap.
will get the null command. Popped very early, though. FUT haven't even encroached on this retake just yet. Kiwi desperately trying to work an angle here. Look at this flank, though. Nat's got to be aware of Atta. Swinging through this door. He's going to win the 1v1.
I can't believe it. Nats goes down, and now you're going to be worried about Safe and Soulcast, surely. Soulcast needs some beautiful shots here, something to go their way. They're
looks good.
drawing all that utility out. No commitment on the defuse, but they do get the frag. Now 2v2. Looking for a
God!
Cracks!
boy.
He's got both of them.
No
Crax is,
way,
I tell you what,
man.
Crax has played very well on this, though.
He finds both, but somehow correct the ship. It was looking like it was sinking. There were so many rounds in a row for Liquid that looked like they had that perfect solution to this map. Then it falls to pieces.
Absolutely. FUT Esports looking as if they were feeling the heat. I mean, that timeout coming through wasn't a major adjustment in terms of the approach to the defensive rounds.
Yeah, I liked how FUT approached this. I also thought changing up the Viper was
That
good.
ends with
Not sure it
arguably,
fully
well, you gotta
won them
call
it.
A bit of a blunder on the side of Team Liquid
But yeah.
there. getting funneled
Cracks
in there.
played very well.
Nats
Mr. Fallon
has
had
to win
a
that
lot of
1v1.
impact kills.
Which you thought he was good for, right?
Yep.
Like every day of the week.
Ata's so late as well.
And
To become
Yeah,
a back
Ata
door.
actually played very
Coming in
well.
this way, and you think it's Nats, right?
Yeah, this was
like
FUT's
stone
map
cold,
pick.
always chill.
And it's split
Okay.
next,
I mean,
I think.
yeah, I'm a little stun locked with that one because again, those late game reads coming out from FUT were just outstanding. The counter to the ult coming through, at least the counter read to the ult.
Yeah.
So many cool things happening in that matchup, and I still can't believe that FUT